Hello everyone and welcome back. So I have a really great video for you. This is the kind of stuff that I love to see with strategy beating pure muscle. So this is going to be one of my really good friends. I haven't done a video on him yet. He is also a Todoku bro. This is Leon Powalski. And he's running kind of standard katana core. Let's take a look. Not sure what size this is. I think Leon's only level 4 or so. So I think this is a medium. Yeah, this looks like a medium. So let's look at his army. 5 katana samurai with 1 vet. A veteran Yari samurai, 2 bow warrior monks, and 2 Yari cavalry. So this other guy over here. Now I'm not calling this guy out for being an asshole or anything. Don't get me wrong. I am calling him out for bad strategy though, because this is going to be one of your typical people I like to call power spammers. They're the people that go on the extreme quality end of the spectrum, you know, quality versus quantity, and then just expect to outmuscle the enemy without using any real strategy. I have no problem with people that go on the extreme end of the quality scale, unless you're spamming all Naginata warrior monks from D to get fixed. But you know, you have to have some strategy too. You can't just expect to outmuscle people. I don't get why people think that's fun, but we're gonna see this guy lose. So let's look at his setup. He has 2 Naginata warrior monks. See, this is what I'm talking about with warrior monks. If they made it so you have to sacrifice quantity for quality like this guy and only be able to bring 2 Naginata warrior monks, they'd be perfectly balanced. And this was a fairly close battle, and there was some decent strategy. So that's kind of what I'm complaining about. But anyway, I'm getting kind of sidetracked. Let's look at the setup. 2 Naginata warrior monks, 2 matchlock warrior monks, 2 great guards, and a fire rockets. This is what I mean by power spam. Your cavalry is typically just great guards, your infantry is typically just Naginata monks, your ranged is typically just matchlock warrior monks or bows, and usually bring a siege weapon too. Classic power spam. Oh, he also has a katana hero back here, so, I mean, just way on the quality end. Power spam, and he's not going to be very strategic. He's just going to try and outmuscle the enemy. And fortunately, to our great relief for all my viewers probably, the strategy will beat the muscle every time, almost, until Naginatas get fixed. And so, we just have a little bit of maneuvering here in the beginning. Power Spammer is going for the farmhouse, and Leon Powalski is going for the archery dojo. His 2 bow warrior monks will be very handy in thinning out his matchlock warrior monks and Naginata warrior monks. That's what they're good for. But the fire rockets are going to take an early volley into the infantry, though, going to waste their ammo. Like I said, these power spammers typically aren't very good, and so he's just going to be wasting his ammo on the infantry. And it can be okay to shoot into infantry, because they do get a morale penalty for being fired upon by siege weapons. But typically you don't want to do that, especially if you have better targets to be firing on. Alright, so now we see a second great guard coming out of the woods. The fire rockets are going to take a little volley from the matchlock warrior monks, but they'll be in okay condition. They're broken, but they will rally and return to the battle. The great guard is moving up to the hills, and Leon Powalski is trying to follow the terrain here. Make sure those matchlocks don't have a good shot on him, because they can tear him down in no time. So Leon has a numbers advantage, so he's going to have to use that well to try and swarm those warrior monks and the matchlocks before they can start tearing into him. That's the risk you take when you go quality over quantity, and you got to use your quality units well if you're going to try and make it work. That's how it should be. So, and this guy's not going to, and he's going to pay for it. So the great guards can come out and get a bad uphill charge into the katana samurai. I only killed 9 of them, and going to give occasion for the Yari samurai to run in and start cutting down these great guard, and they will. The bows are also tearing into them. They're already down to 45 men. So just kind of ran them in, leaves them there, and they just get cut down. Fire rockets are going to take another shot as well. Again, through the forest, not going to do very much. In fact, it probably killed more of his own great guard than Leon's forces, but it's going to cause some morale damage. Now the katana samurai here are wavering. The katana hero is going to get there first, and he's just going to rush in and just rush. Just try and outmuscle Leon. So here we go. The matchlocks are moving up too, but Leon's got a pretty nice position here with all these little hills. This map is a very hard map to use matchlocks on. I had one of my videos here where I had matchlocks, and people keep telling me why I didn't use them better. And I just said, well, look at these hills. You just can't use them very well. So the matchlocks are firing, and these katana samurai still in perfect shape. So Leon's wisely going to send his katanas to go and tie down the matchlocks, but meanwhile the avatar bodyguard is going to come in to hit one of the katanas, but still, just with one unit, it can't tie down the other one. And look at that. Right over the heads of the katana samurai. They are still at full strength. And they're going to slam right into these matchlock warrior monks and just start cutting them apart. But the other one is still alive and going to be able to remaneuver. Let's take a quick look at the terrain. Will he have a good shot at the katanas? No, he will not. As you can see by this hill, not going to have a good shot at the katanas. These matchlock monks are very limited in what they're going to be able to do. So Leon is coming around to flank, and he's going to send his cavalry into the ranged units. And unfortunately, the matchlock monks are going to do their work on this first Yari cavalry, and they're going to get mowed down. But some of them managed to reach the lines. There are 15 of them left, 11 actually. And bam, look at that charge. See what I mean? I see so many people charging into ranged units with the wedge formation. But you don't want to do that. I mean, look, this fire rocket is just getting obliterated in this charge. They're down to 13, 9, 8, 7, and there they go, shattered. So if you want to hit ranged units, definitely don't use the wedge formation. I don't know why you would do that. Sacrifice your good charge. And the other Yari cavalry has just routed the fire rockets and is going to hit the warrior monks as well, and his matchlocks are gone. So now all he has to worry about is here in the middle with the Avatar, who is dead, by the way, down to 9 men, but not going to matter much with these monks and these Katana Hero. Did one of them just shatter? No, the banner just got hidden. So there we go. 2 Naginata monks and a Katana Hero. And Leon's Katanas, who had routed, have reformed and will be coming back. We have some wavering already. The general's going to try and hold off this Katana, but won't last very long. And we have wavering. He's popped the war cry, and we see some wavering on Leon's side as well. But the numbers are just going to swarm these monks and cut them down. Katanas do a good job of cutting down the monks. It's just the numbers that can be a problem. It just takes forever to kill all of them, and your guys will eventually rout. So you got to have that numbers advantage. And they're just going to get surrounded by katanas. The bow warrior monks are shooting into them too, and they will not last long. Just barring a sudden loss of morale, Leon's got this battle pretty well in control, but his general is dead. I don't think I pointed that out. So here's his Avatar. Nope, that's the Yari. Where is Avatar? I think they got wiped out. They moved in to attack the infantry as well, and they are dead. So it's anybody's game at this point, though. The monks' morale might outlast the Katana Samurai. So we'll just have to see. But with that strong attack from the rear by the Katana Samurai and the Yaris, it's probably not going to end up well for the Power Spammer. And there we go. We see some wavering. We had already one shatter. The other one probably will shortly. Wavering, and there we go. Now all that's left is the Katana Hero. We'll see what his numbers are like. 11 out of 30. And Katana Heroes are great and all, but they're just not going to be able to stand up to this many Katana Samurai. And they're just going to get cut down. They're at 8 right now. They're wavering, very tired. Leon's forces are just mostly winded. And there we go. I think that was the shattering. Yep, there we go. So Leon won. And that's what should happen. If you just try and outmuscle your opponent, that's what should happen. Great battle. I love to see this stuff when strategy beats spam. Just great stuff. The enemy just kind of ran his force into Leon and expected them to win. And you shouldn't be able to do that. And most of the time you can't. If he had been a little more careful, hit his great guards maybe, gotten an ambush in. Because when you use those quality units, you're going to have a numbers disadvantage. You still have to use them smart. You can't just spam quality. There's nothing cheap about going extreme on the quality end as long as it's balanced, because you have to take into account your numbers disadvantage. And this guy didn't. He just expected his units to walk in and overpower him. And Leon's superior strategy ended up winning. So great battle there by Leon Pawlowski. He does the clan much honor. So thanks for watching.